Let me tell you a story about Miss Rose and her magical pasta, passed down through generations in our community. You see, back in the 1960s, in a small southern town, Miss Rose was known for bringing folks together with nothing more than a pot of pasta and her special sauce. Every Sunday after church, people would gather at her little yellow house on Maple Street. They'd come from all walks of life: teachers, factory workers, preachers, and children playing hopscotch in her front yard. But the moment they stepped into her kitchen, everyone was family. Miss Rose didn't have much. She worked as a housekeeper, saving every penny she could. But she always said, "Baby, you don't need gold to make hearts rich. Sometimes all it takes is a warm plate of pasta and an open door." Her pasta wasn't fancy, just simple spaghetti with a sauce made from tomatoes she grew in her backyard garden. The secret, she'd say with a wink, wasn't in the ingredients, but in the love she stirred into every pot. When you cook, she'd tell the neighborhood children gathered around her stove, "You're not just making food, you're making memories." One particularly hot summer, when times were tough and tensions in town were high, Miss Rose's pasta worked its magic. The mayor and the protest leaders found themselves sharing a plate at her table. They came in as strangers, angry and distrustful, but left as neighbors who had found common ground over simple pasta and cornbread. Years later, when folks ask me about Miss Rose's recipe, I tell them it's not about the measurements or ingredients. It's about the lesson she taught us, that sometimes the simplest things, like pasta made with love, can build bridges between hearts and heal wounds that words alone cannot mend. To this day, whenever I make pasta, I think of Miss Rose's wisdom. Life is like cooking pasta. You gotta keep the water boiling, but watch it carefully so it doesn't overflow. And always, always make enough to share. So next time you're cooking pasta, remember Miss Rose's story. Remember that a simple meal made with love and shared with others can create moments that last lifetimes and change hearts forever. Because in our community, we know that good food isn't just about filling bellies. It's about filling souls with love, hope, and togetherness. And that, my friends, is the kind of legacy that keeps on feeding generations to come, one plate of pasta at a time.